How do you make clouds in oil paintings? There are many ways. I'm going to show you one technique that I used in this painting, and you can follow along and do it, make those same clouds in your future paintings to where you'll get this effect or this effect. If you'd like to learn more about oil painting as you create for contentment, be sure and click the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload a video to help you produce oil paintings like this. All right, while we're letting this dry, let's go up here and add some clouds. Now, most people think you have to add a big fluffy cloud or something like that. But I'm going to show you a quick and easy way that you can add those clouds. They'll come out a lot like the effect in this painting here, so that they're a lot less work to do. What you do, put a little bit of paint just on the corner of your brush set, just like that. As you can see, it's just on this one corner. You come up here and you just kind of lay in where you want your clouds a little bit, so that you got an idea of where you want them. And then just give them a little definition, a little bit of color. Now remember, your blue is going to pick up some of the color, and that's okay. Because you're just adding a little bit, a hint of cloud here. So it's okay if they're a little blue, because we're not really after the big fluffy white thunderheads. We just want to kind of give it kind of a wispy, cloudy day type look. So you're just going to kind of scumble them in, just scruffy them in a little bit, because they're just here and there. They're not really definitive. They're just kind of lazy in there in the sky. You can make part of them a little brighter if you want, but you can come back and add some. Because it's got the blue in it, let's take a little bit of time here. Wipe some of the blue off the brush. Not going to be able to get rid of all of it because we're mixing some white up in there. But as you can see, it just kind of gives a hint of the white that's there. It's not really glaring. It's not all foofy and everything. Can you do foofy clouds? You can do them this way. They won't look quite the same as other techniques. But we're just kind of adding little hints here and there that there might be some clouds in the sky today. I'll go over here and get a little bit more white. I'll draw some more of the blue first. A little bit more of the white. And we want to kind of highlight these just a little bit more, so we're just going to kind of bring a little bit more white into these. Now they'll look brighter in the video than they will on the actual painting. The actual painting won't show them as glaring. They'll be more alluded to the way we're doing it here. Just kind of give them a little definition here and there with the white amongst the blue. And maybe there's a little bit of a one over here. And see, that's the thing, is you can just, even just a little like that, and see the effect it gives right away. It says, hey, there's something there. And there's almost no paint on your brush, and you're just kind of hinting that there might be a little something in the sky today. Wipe off some more of that blue. Because that Prussian blue is a strong blue, so it's going to overwhelm your white fairly quickly otherwise. Just come in there, get another little bit, and maybe we'll just hint at some back here too. They're not going to be as big, they're not going to be as obvious because they're further away. Remember, we got that atmospheric distortion, the perspective of paler and farther away. And so, because of distance, they're also going to be smaller. And we can come in here to our yellow and add just a tiny bit here too. Now if you'll notice what I'm doing, I'm putting the paint on with this corner, but I'm using the bare corner to spread the paint. See, they're just hints that there's something there. There's not really any definition. But you've got indicators that there's clouds there. Knock some more of that off. Another little bit. Maybe we'll add just a tiny bit more here and a little bit here and here to just kind of, again, we're just alluding that we have some clouds in the sky over here. We're not really emphasizing we have clouds. We're just saying, oh, okay, let's have a little bit of in the sky. Again, that little corner, just a tiny touch, a little bit to say we got some. And if you want them a little brighter, you can just kind of skip the color in a little bit. Just on the end of your brush there. You're not really rubbing, you're just kind of placing them. And the yellow picks up with just like the blue does, but not as bad, not as obvious. And that's okay if you get a little bit of that yellow in your sky, clouds in the sky, because they'll just pick up a little bit of that yellow hue, that little tint of yellow from our sky. See, and we're just hinting at wisps of sky, wisps of cloud in the sky there. We're not really planning anything obvious. And this looks like it might need a little bit more, kind of right in here. And I'm just kind of touching the ends of the brush. I'm not really rubbing. I'm just kind of touching in the color a little bit and then going back and just touching it with the edge of the brush. There's no extra pressure or texture applied here. And that looks... And the clouds are just that easy. Some of them are alluded to, some of them are a little more obvious. But as you can see, if you're looking at the painting up close, you'll see it. If you're looking at it across the room, you'll see it. And they'll stand out real bright in the camera, but they're not actually as bright as you'd think, because you're just barely adding any there. If you liked what you saw today and you want to learn more, be sure and click the subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification so that you get notified every time we upload a video or go live. And we'll see you next time as we create for contentment. Meantime, you be sure and have fun.